Yo, what is good? We're back with another video. Today we're going to be going over the trade that I took. If you're not in the free Discord, go join it. It is linked down below. But if we take a look at the Combine account, you see I am up $27 up here because I do not cross trade any trade that I take. I was going to take this trade strictly on the Combine, thought it looked too good, so I took it on the funded account. So I took this trade on the funded account. I cut it on the Combine account because I do not cross trade. If I take a loss on one account, I don't want it to go over onto the other accounts. So this account is at 50,600, about 2,400 from passing. This trade would have been really good. I took 4 micros on this because it was too big of a stop to take minis on a 50K account. That's why I went over here. This trade looked too good. Took a mini, added to it right here, and we'll go over that right now. So coming into the day, I was actually, let me get rid of the executions quick. I was actually bullish. I did want to see higher. I thought that we wanted to, on the ES, run to these equal highs and then that daily buy side level up here, but now we have daily equal highs to target later on. So if we go over why I was bullish, CPI came out obviously right here. We swept this low on the ES, pretty much made equal lows on NQ, and if you know, you do not need to take equal lows if the other one did. So I was bullish coming into the day whenever we started getting this displacement. And if you watch my last video, check this out. The CE of this wick right here with a fair value gap, boom, targeted. That is 12 points on the ES. And if we take a look at NQ, this CE of this wick, you take it off as soon as NQ rejects that. So that trade actually would have played out quite nicely. I was going to take it if I was here. Once again, I was on the toilet, so did not get to take it. So after we reject CE and then get this displacement down, after this displacement and creating equal lows with right here, we had previous day low with ES right there, I turned bearish. Now, if we pull up the 15-minute chart on NQ, we see we open up a 15-minute fair value gap, right? I'm not taking a 5-minute just because I don't like whenever we have 2 fair value gaps like this with large displacement. Obviously, the second one can get targeted or it can just react off the first one. So I waited to see if a 15-minute would open up. Yeah, we have 2, but this one's small. So if we were going to run this one, we'll probably run this one. So what did I do? Drew out this negative order block, changing the state of delivery. We have a 15-minute fair value gap, also that CE. We closed below this candle, so now we have a change in the state of delivery. And then my eye went to this body. So I set a limit order here on the Combine account. Got filled with 4 micros, and then we started to go down, and then I was like, I like this trade. So I went to the 5-minute. As soon as this candle came up, actually no, I took it here. As soon as this candle started to reject, I went over here, flattened my position, and marketed in. I got filled at 81, so not the best fill, but it was only 20 points of drawdown. So after we get this displacement through this fair value gap, right, inverses work the best whenever they have already supported price. As we see, supports price, supports price, supports price. Then we finally get that closure below. I add as soon as we close below it. So then my order went to about 68. So 68. And I put my stop right here. So 30 points, about $1,200. First TP was whenever ES swiped this previous day low. As soon as I got an alert, I was right there. I took 1 contract off, and then I let the last contract run to -4 right there. So yeah, I didn't have my limit order out there because this went super quick, and then we tapped it, started to come up, took the position off. So that trade was a beauty, right? This was a nice trade. Nice and simple. Rejection of a 15-minute order block. Cut the position on the Combine account. Market it in on the funded account. Close below the bullish fair value gap. Added for it to turn inverse. And as you see, none of these bodies, right, we tested once, twice, almost tested a third time. None of these bodies are closing within the fair value gap. So that was a beautiful trade. And the last target would be this 4-hour fair value gap right there. So we made equal lows actually. But yeah, I had two cons, took one off at ES's previous day low, and then I took the last one off at -4. And yeah, that's the trade. So that's how your bias can flip nice and quickly if you are ready to flip it, right? You can't come in and say, I'm bullish, I will only take longs. No, if price shows me a reason to flip my bias, I will flip it automatically. So, and we come up, test CE of this 5-minute. What about the 15-minute? Oh, we run it a bit on ES. So, run it a bit. What about the 15-minute here? Boom, boom. Run it a little bit. So, yeah, that was the trade. Just slapped the market on here, and I had my stop right no, not up there. I don't remember where exactly I had my stop. I think I might have just put it right at the top of this candle, because obviously on CPI and red folder news days, price is extremely volatile. So as soon as I marketed in, I got filled down here. So that was a 40-point stop to start it. And yeah, but confidence, conviction, like I said in at the end of yesterday's video, whenever I answered Instagram questions, conviction is key to trading. So if you have no conviction in this, you would have just took it off right here whenever we started to go back up. But since I had conviction, I measured this is what I did. I measured CE and put it a few points above here. So like at 920. So that, I think that's what I did. I'm not completely positive. This kind of just chopped around for a little bit, and what comes out of consolidations can't reverse. So we get an expansion to go into a bearish fair value gap, consolidate, can't reverse to go higher. So the only way to go is lower, right? Price delivery, consolidation, expansion, reversal, retracement. It is one of those four stages that we are constantly in. Consolidation to expansion. Now it looks like we could revert back into consolidation. What comes after? Maybe we get an SMT with NQES and reverse, or we expand back lower. So yeah, that is the trade. If you enjoyed the video, join the Discord. I'm not going to ask you for likes, don't care. But yeah, other than that, I'm out. Peace.